Good morning, Elkhorn South, and thanks for watching this edition of Storm TV. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Kaylee. First of all, congratulations to the boys varsity basketball team for being so far undefeated.
Make sure you join the student section tonight in their game against Norris. And if you can't make it to the game, tune into elkhornsouthsports.com and listen live.
Here's a clip on the Storm Cell.
It's been an impressive start to the season by the boys basketball team, going undefeated in their first 9 games and being rated first in Class B and rated as a top 5 team in the entire state. In large part due to the overwhelming student section known as the Storm Cell.
Well, I think there's no doubt that some games, the student section definitely helps us out, especially our bigger games, like when we played Scott. I would say that the student section is definitely one of the main reasons that we were able to win. Same with Gretna.
I agree that it really gets us excited to play. It's a lot easier to get hyped for the game.
4 of the first 5 games of the season for the team were away games, and at those games, it seemed like the Storm students outnumbered the home teams, as they helped inspire the Storm team to victory with their deafening cheers and humiliating the opposite team.
Never really felt like we were playing a road game because the student section was so good. They turn up at the holiday tournament and help us get that tournament championship. I mean, it's unbelievable. I wholeheartedly believe it's the best student section in the state.
We wish the basketball teams the best of luck tonight. Again, those are against Norris and here at Elkhorn South.
Seniors, the year is coming to a close. The Elkhorn Foundation has multiple scholarship opportunities for its applicants.
Those applications are due February 3rd to the Counseling Center. Don't be late.
The show choir competition season began January 11th at Gretna.
The new addition to the Elkhorn South show choir team is the all-women's show choir.
At their first competition, they received 3rd place at the JV division.
The other junior varsity show choir, Storm Surge, won 1st place overall, and then the varsity show choir won 4th place.
Let's take a closer look inside show choir.
This year's Blackout show choir performance starts out with a dark song, Phantom of the Opera. The meaning behind that is that everyone has a phantom in their lives, the thing that controls them, or how society pushes them to be something that they're not. The end is more upbeat, signifying them overcoming the pressure of society and just being themselves. Varsity show choir practices in the morning and once during the week, on Thursdays, allowing students to be involved with other activities.
Whenever you go into anything with the arts, the judges are going to be very subjective. Some judges like an older style of singing, and some don't. It just kind of depends on what competition you go to. This one for sure, there are some more traditional show choir judges there.
Competition at Gretna on January 11th was the first time the show choirs had competed. The mixed junior varsity show choir won 1st place. The women's junior varsity show choir won 3rd place, and the varsity show choir Blackout tied for 3rd place, and in a tiebreaker received 4th.
We learned a lot from it, and we need to grow from that, and we're going to continue on just like every year.
The competitions last all Saturday. The students spend a lot of time with each other between their performances.
All the show choir kids are really high energy, so that can be a lot sometimes, but as a general rule, I think everyone gets along really well.
At each competition, the team is given critiques so they can improve between each show.
I think our performance was really good. I think there's still some things that we need to work on, of course, since it was only our first competition, but I think everyone did a good job overall of putting everything they could out there.
All the choirs are working hard to make sure this year's shows have the best results. Congratulations to the show choir. We're looking forward to this year's results.
In other news, the swimming and diving team will be in action this weekend at the Ralston Invite.
Come support the diving team Friday night and the swimming team all day Saturday.
This past weekend, the jazz band hosted the Southside School of Jazz.
Middle schoolers came to learn from high school jazz players and professional music clinicians.
Let's go to Charles with more information.
Last Saturday, the Elkhorn South Jazz Bands hosted the annual Southside School of Jazz workshop for middle school students. The goal of the workshop was to help the students learn about what jazz is and how it works. The workshop was originally created by Connor Ludke as an Eagle Scout project, and is now done every year to help younger musicians. At the end of the clinic, a joint performance between the high school and middle school jazz bands took place, showcasing what the students had worked on that morning.
Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching Storm TV.
Be sure to tune in next time and have a great weekend, Elkhorn South.